guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Queen of Myths and Monsters by Scarlett Clair. Now this book wasn't supposed to come until next year and then it just turns up. So I was quite surprised that it actually was here. So this is the second book to... oh, fiddlesticks. If I can find the book, I don't know, where is it? I can't find the book, like literally. I know I have it somewhere. I literally just found it and I lost it. Oh crap. Where is it? Oh my god, where did I put it? Oh, there, King of the Battle and Blood. I was looking at the wrong section. So this is the second book to that. So if I can't say these words. In Isloldi, Adrian said quietly when I finally met his gaze. His stares was gentle. You are my light. I took his face between my hands. You are my darkness, I said and kissed him. So, Isolde is a newly coronated queen, has finally found a king worthy of her for her in the vampire Adrian. But their love for each other has cost Idol her father and her homeland, with two opposing goddesses playing mortal and vampires against one another. She is unlikely who her allies are, and the vampire stronghold of Revocar. Now, as politics in the Red Palace grew more uphanded, despicable monsters plagues the village, and deadly Christmas mist threatens all the Coverdova. She must trust in her bond she formed with Adrian, even she learns troubling information about his complicated past. So this book has some downs and ups. It's very complicated. So my queen and I will conquer this world when we have our empire, and we will do it on a bed of your bones. So this is a general fantasy romance. It's quite moderate. It has 3 spice tolerances as well. So if you fancy, this is quite easy to follow. There is some typical battle warnings. So this definitely reads like a middle book in a series. You need the background of book 1, and there are a lot of questions that still need to be answered in the 3rd book. A lot of twists at the end of this book as well. It's going to hard wait until next, 2024, the 3rd book's coming out. So it's going to be very, very hard to understand what's going on until the 3rd book comes out, to see how this all plays out. There is a devastating death and even more devastating betrayal that I was definitely not expecting a twist. You know, that kind of twist. So I was definitely was expecting a lot of cliffhangers. As expected, I really enjoyed that love-hate dynamic between Adrian and Isolde, I can't say her name. He gets off the classic don't touch it and you die vibe. However, there was less of their relationship in this book than there was in King of Battle and Blood. Very early in the book, there was a battle where she is bitten by a creature by remnants of a werewolf and gained new abilities as a shifter. I was like, oh, lovely. I'm interested. So then I would love to see more Isolde learning how to shift, spending more time in that form. The battle scenes in this book was great. I love Soren. Definitely my favourite character in this series. I liked Adrian less in this book, probably because how many secrets he kept from Isolde, like she's a child. This book was more balanced than the first terms of plot and smut. Some of it was still smutty scenes, but it still felt like a little random here and there. Not that I'm really complaining, there's just a little awkward audio when you think, oh, okay. So overall, it's a very solid read and it's very enjoyable. I liked the first one better than this one. Then the action really picked up. So it's kind of on the high side to which one you want to read. So I was very excited to this, that it came early and not expecting to it. So this was something different for me to knowing going in. Honestly, I haven't heard much about these reviews, but I've heard up about it and it said that it's lost its spark, it's not really going through it all. But it was okay for me. It was just things here and there. You're like, oh, is this what it is? The book definitely did kind of get me to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued, but it needs to have some work. That might be just the way I felt about it, but in the end, it turned out great. I did like the book. I just have to wait until 2024 when the book eventually comes out. But I know my review is quite short, guys, but this is all I can show you and tell you about this book. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for the next book review. Bye. Peace.